The issue with silver is that the more of it you want, the more cash is required. It's not like you can just snap your fingers and more silver appears. It doesn't work that way. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today, I want to talk about investing in silver, whether or not I see it as an investment or whether or not I think that it's a good investment, things like that. But really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Brand new video over there, go check it out. The link will be in the description. And if you want to help support the channel by getting some DYDSS merchandise, of course we have some precious metal themed t-shirts and hoodies which are up for grabs, along with a ton of other products, t-shirts, hoodies, even stickers, many of which are raising funds and awareness for different charity organizations, such as the recently released Crackin' Stackin' t-shirt, hoodie, sticker, and coffee mug, and the brand new DYDSS 3/9 fine tally marks available in 4 different colors. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance, it's more than appreciated. But today I wanted to talk about silver as an investment. Now, silver absolutely could be an investment. I don't really consider silver stacking the way that I've been stacking it. I don't consider it to be an investment. I consider it to be a hedge against inflation. If anything, I kind of see it as a physical at-home savings account, if that makes sense. I don't see it as something that should be viewed as a way to profit or to make gains or to make money off of, because at the end of the day, silver is money, and storing your cash in silver or gold could absolutely be beneficial for the long run. And by that, I don't mean making millions of dollars off of your stack. I'm more so referring to preserving it for the long term and using it as a hedge against inflation. That's the way I've always seen it. That's the way I will continue to see it. I don't see it as an investment because I don't see it as something that should be looked at as a way to profit. Moving forward, today's video was actually inspired by a conversation that we had during last night's live stream. For those of you who do not know, I don't live stream every night, but I do, as of lately, most nights, and it's usually around 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but tonight's live stream is going to be a little bit different. It will not be here. It'll be over in the VIP club. It can be found by clicking the first link in the description, and it's not just privately held live streams. It's also giveaways, discounts, personalized promo codes, deal alerts when silver and gold is on sale, and plus a bunch of other things. You can watch all the YouTube videos commercial free. Tonight's live stream will be VIP only. All members of the club will be invited. Link in the description. But somebody last night asked me if silver is a good investment in my opinion. And I responded by saying essentially what I just said prior to the VIP club plug. I talked about how I don't really see it as an investment, but if I didn't think that it was worthwhile, if I didn't think that it was a good idea, I wouldn't be involved. So silver, the interesting thing about silver is as it stacks up, obviously it takes up a lot of room, it takes up a lot of space, which is why when the gold to silver ratio gap closes in a little bit, I would like to take a little bit of silver and trade it for a little bit of gold, save some room, reduce the weight, reduce the bulk. But over an extended period of time in the precious metal world, I think silver and gold is, in a way, the secret to beating inflation, at least to an extent, at least in a way that you could say you're combating it. That's probably a better word. It might not solve all of the problems, but it can absolutely help over an extended period of time, in my opinion and from my perspective. Now, I think investments are a little bit different than saving. If you were to keep all of your cash in a savings account, what are you doing with that? You're trying to save it for the long term. Putting your cash in a savings account with the intent to save it, preserve it for years or decades to come, that would be for saving. That would not be an investment. So that's kind of the way I see silver, except here's the twist. It's not exactly a savings account either. I said I see it somewhat as a physical savings account, but you could argue that silver and gold could be an excellent way of investing in yourself, investing in your family, investing in your finances, investing in your future. I'm not going to get into an argument over verbiage here. I just personally don't call it an investment. If you want to call it an investment, go ahead and call it an investment. But over a long period of time, investment or not, I do think it can absolutely be beneficial. And the issue with the word investment, though, is profits are involved. making gains, the whole buy low, sell high type of mentality. But the only issue with that is when the value of silver goes up, that typically means that the value of the dollar bill went down. So sure, spot price could go up 50%, 100%. Spot price could absolutely go all the way up as high as it wants to go. But what does that mean simultaneously? It means that the dollar bill has been depreciating in value. It means that the dollar bill is losing purchasing power. So if you were to put $100 into silver and then the spot price doubles and then you part ways with your silver for twice as much currency, you could argue,
I put $100 in and I made $200, therefore I profited.
In a fiat perspective, yes, absolutely. However, what if the purchasing power of the dollar bill has been sliced in half? That $200 can get you what $100 could have gotten you back then. That's why I don't see it as an investment. If you want to call it one, you can absolutely do so. And the funny thing about silver, or I guess you can say, the issue with silver is that the more of it you want, the more cash is required. It's not like you can just snap your fingers and more silver appears. It doesn't work that way. That was actually pretty cool. Let me try that again. Boom! Look at that. No more silver stacking. We are silver snapping over here. Anyway, jokes aside, the thing about silver is the more you want, the more dollars are required. And that's why I've been saying for the longest time now, what I do, I don't want to say that I enjoy doing it, but this is what I do, and this is what pretty much every single other person has to do as well. They go to work, they trade their time for dollars, or I guess you can say you can go to work to sell your most valuable asset, your time. More valuable than your silver, more valuable than your gold. Time is the most valuable asset that you have, and by going to work, you're essentially selling that asset away in exchange for dying fiat, glorified IOU piece of paper dollars. As heart-wrenching as that may sound when it's worded that way, that's essentially exactly what's going on. After I'm done selling my time or trading my time for dollars, what do you do with those dollars? You take care of all the financial responsibilities. And with the amount of dollars that are left over, you could do whatever you want. You could save a little bit, you can convert a little bit into silver and gold, you can invest a little bit, you can spend a little bit on something that can help save you cash in the long run. You could do whatever you want. I tend to primarily put those remaining dollars, or at least a solid portion of them, into silver. And I've yet to do this yet, but something that I would like to do one day in the future, instead of trading dollars for gold, if the gold to silver ratio gap closes in, as I said previously, I would like to take not all my silver, not most of my silver, not even half my silver, but a solid portion of my silver, and trade that silver for gold. And what if I rinse and repeat at that point? What if I go back and do it all again? If the gold to silver ratio gap spreads back out? It might not be a smart move to trade my silver for gold. It might be a smarter move to continue trading my dollars for silver. That way, when the gold to silver ratio gap closes in once again, I can do what I did previously. Trade a little bit of silver for a little bit of gold. Like I said, rinse and repeat. Now, in a perfect world, that's what would happen. We don't live in a perfect world, so not everything goes according to plan. Not everything goes as smoothly as I'm explaining it right now, but ideally, that's what I would like to do, and I hope that I will have the ability to do so. Moving forward, after that, years and years and years, potentially decades down the road, what can I do with all the gold that I've accumulated? You could do whatever you want. You can give it to family members if your intentions are to pass it down to your children and or your grandchildren. That is not my goal because I don't have kids, not to my understanding anyway, and I definitely don't plan on having kids, and obviously that means I definitely don't plan on having grandkids either, so it's not like I want to pass it down. So for me personally, what I would like to do is then maybe, possibly, potentially, trade some of that gold for some land. So depending on how you look at it, silver could be seen as an investment, although I don't really see it as one. I see it more as a hedge against inflation and as a way to preserve my wealth, not to make currency. I do not think my silver or my gold are making me currency. That's not what my goal is. That's not what my plan is. If it does end up making me currency, it would only make me a larger amount of even weaker currency than the amount of currency that I put into it in the first place. But regardless, my plan is not to trade my currency for real, true, honest money, just to then later on trade that real, true money back to fiat currency. That doesn't really make sense to me. I think if you're looking to invest, I think there are better ways of doing so. You can invest in stocks, a business, real estate. You can do a lot of different things. Now, when it comes to silver, if you don't want to move too far away from the precious metals, I get a lot of people telling me that they invest in silver mining companies. That's an idea. It's not really something that I'm on board with, but it's something that you can absolutely do, and it would for sure constitute as an investment. There are ETFs. You can get the paper silver, the paper gold, which again, I really don't agree with, but it is something that you can do, and that would absolutely be an investment. But getting the physical silver and gold in your possession, to me, is not investing. I invest a little bit, but it's not in silver and gold. That's just the way I do things. Again, I'm not really interested in arguing with anyone over verbiage. If you want to call it an investment, you absolutely can. This time last year, I would have said,
No, you're wrong. It's not an investment, blah, blah, blah.
This time this year, I could not possibly care any less. I just wanted to make a video talking about this today because it was a relevant topic. Somebody just asked me about it probably about 12 hours ago during last night's live stream. Do not forget, tonight's live stream will be in the VIP club. The link will be in the description. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight, Saturday, September 12th, 2020, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But as I always say, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing on this channel is financial advice. Everything that I said in today's video is for entertainment purposes only, but it's also to initiate a conversation. So I'm actually really curious. What are your thoughts? Head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to investing, related to stacking the silver and the gold. Do you see it as an investment? Do you see this physical silver in front of me as an investment that I made? Is the silver in front of you an investment that you made? Do you not see it as an investment? Do you see it as a purchase? Again, I don't really see it as a purchase either, because I don't think you can really purchase money. Silver and gold at the end of the day is money. So if anything, I consider it to be a conversion. If I were to go to Canada, I would just convert my US dollars to Canadian dollars. I wouldn't buy Canadian dollars. I wouldn't invest in Canadian dollars. See, for me personally, I just see it as a conversion. And what does it do? It preserves my wealth for the long term and acts as a hedge against inflation. That's it. That's all. It doesn't have to be any more complicated than that. I'm a simple guy. I appreciate simplicity. That's just the way that I see things. That's just the way that I do things. If you agree with me, that's cool. If you disagree with me, that's also cool, because the good news is you don't have to agree with me. But I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know your thoughts. Anything and everything related to investing in precious metals, whether it be the physical precious metals, or if you're referring to the stocks or the ETFs or the paper, silver and gold, or anything like that. If you're looking for growth, if you're looking for dividends, which the physical silver doesn't really do, I guess you can say that growth is involved, but only from a fiat perspective, not in a company business perspective. And again, if anybody is interested in joining the Precious Metals VIP Club, where I can do things on my terms, not on YouTube's terms, my terms. I'm hosting privately held live streams. They're smaller and easier to manage. I can read more comments and respond to more people in real time. Not only that, you can watch all of the YouTube videos commercial free. You can get access to giveaways, discounts, promo codes, shout outs, deal alerts when silver and gold is on sale on a variety of different websites. Maybe it's a website that you're not familiar with, a sale that you didn't know about. It's all being posted right there. Come join the Precious Metals VIP Club. You're invited. I'd be happy to have you. It would be the first link in the description. And if you guys enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button. If you guys like me, make sure to subscribe. New videos every single day, 365 days a year. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Brand new video over there. Go check it out. The link will be in the description. And if you want to help support the channel in the biggest possible way, please consider getting yourself some DYDSS merchandise. Of course, we have some precious metal themed t-shirts and hoodies, which are up for grabs, along with a ton of other products, t-shirts, hoodies, even stickers, many of which are raising funds and awareness for different charity organizations. Of course, we have the recently released Crackin' Stackin' t-shirt, hoodie, sticker, and coffee mug, as well as the brand new DYDSS 3 Nines Fine tally marks available in 4 different colors. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. Do not forget to use promo code Labor Day for 15% off this weekend only. It ends tomorrow, so capitalize on it while you can and save 15%. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. And once again, I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know, what are your thoughts on the word investment? We don't have to get into an argument over verbiage over here, but by definition, I do not think that's what the physical silver and gold should be looked at as. I see it as a way of saving, a way as preserving wealth for the long term, for years and decades down the road. If you end up making currency off of it, the currency that you made, it might be a larger sum, but it would be weaker than what it was prior. Therefore, nothing really got done. If that makes sense. That's just the way that I see it. That's just my opinion. That's just my perspective. Head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to investing in precious metals, whether it's the physical precious metals that you convert your dollars into. Maybe it's something that you buy. Maybe it's something that you invest in from a stock market perspective. Anything and everything related to this subject in the comment section down below. I'm curious. What are your thoughts? Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. And remember, don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.